Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 6 of our F2 driver career mode, making ourselves try and get up to F1. Today we have the main feature race of the Silverstone Grand Prix. Yesterday you saw us in the main sprint race get a P1 position point, which was 11 points for us in the championship. Let's go to the feature race.
And hello to everyone joining us here in Silverstone this weekend as the drivers make their final preparations for today's race. The grid is forming up and we're getting ready for what promises to be a real spectacle. 5 miles out from Toaster, this icon of British motorsport heritage comprises 18 corners over 3.6 miles of circuit. Silverstone has been through several changes over its lifetime, with the start line now leading into Abbey, a fast right-hander for turn 1. But still there, of course, is the circuit's most famous and iconic sequence of corners, starting at Maggots, turn 10. Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race. Ollie Behrman lines up on pole position. Anetayumo Awasa in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Deruvala, Vesti, Victor Martins, Doohan, Leclerc, Hauger, Benavides, Sparkles, Hadjar, Pourchaire, Amory Cordial, Zane Maloney, Fittipaldi, Crawford, Stanek, Juan Manuel Correa, Novalak, Miney, Verschoor, and Roy Nissany completes the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's get down to the track. It all comes down to this. I'm Alex Jakes, Alex Brundle is alongside me, and for the final time this season, we're about to go racing. Alex, you're looking to sign off in some style.
So are the drivers and teams. It's a really important race for everyone here, despite the fact it's the end of the year. They know that everything they do in this event is going to echo for months through the end of the season.
Right, this championship is still alive and there's still a chance we can win it. So get out there and bring the title home. Come on!
Okay, this is the final race of the season now, guys. We have a chance to win the championship of the F2 season here at our home race in Great Britain at Silverstone. As you can remember, yesterday in qualifying we finished P10, and we only won the sprint yesterday because in the sprint race we were put first, because in the F2 sprint races are completely different to the actual main qualifying. So let's do a soft to hard strategy. Let's stick to it and let's go and win the British Grand Prix to be able to win the F2 Driver Championship in 2024. Let's go and do it, boys. 4 lights, 5 lights.
Drive-through penalty.
And I fucked it up straight away. So since I did that, I'm going to quickly go and do something, because I feel like I deserve a restart now, because that was really bad for myself. Let's get a restart quickly, because that was bad by myself. Right, let's do this. Come on, let's go and win this driver championship. Just lights out, and away we go as we get pretty bad start off the beginning there, as we had Pourchaire on the sliders, as we are behind Benavides again like we were in the sprint race yesterday, guys, as you can remember. As we go around the outside, as we make a dive on Doohan and Hauger, and we make the move stick on Doohan, as we will make up 3 positions out the start of the race, and we are up into 7th place, as we can see Vesti off of Leclerc going side by side. We will follow Vesti through, but we will try and stick behind them while they fight, as I will try and maybe go for a little switchback on both of them. We'll make a move, we'll make a switchback move on Alpha Leclerc, but we won't be able to make the switchback on Vesti. Can we win the championship from here, guys?
Okay, as things stand,
No,
we'll
we'll
be
be
third.
third. So we have to win. To be able to win the championship, we will have to win this race today, guys. So let's try our best and see what the hell we can do, as we are pushing with Vesti to try and get back to the top 4. With Arthur Leclerc just behind us. And yes, same as yesterday, I've still got the nasally sickness bug I've got, which is mainly down to hay fever and also having flu. So just bear with me, guys, if I go quiet for a second, it's because I'm feeling quite sick and I need to have a break or something. So just bear with me, guys, please, thank you. But while we have this, I will try and do my best and win this F2 championship for you guys, for you 167 loyal subscribers that I absolutely appreciate to the max. As we make a move on the inside of Vesti there, on both corners, we made on that first corner, we went wide, we turned it back in, and we do make the move sticking end in the end of this, as we will try and catch ourselves up to Victor Martins, one of my favourite F2 drivers in real life actually. In F2, my favourite drivers are Victor Martins, Arthur Leclerc and Ayumu Iwasa. I just really like their driving styles. But Victor Martins is definitely my favourite F2 driver though, so I want to beat him at least. And I do really want to get this championship, because if we win the championship, it'll help us a lot easier to get into the F1, cars. If we can do that, then that's going to be good for our career. If we can't, we'll have to do the F2 season again and keep going until we can get into the F1 cars, as I've made it quite hard for us to be able to get into the F1 cars on the settings. So let's try our best and push to our limit, and let's try and get past Victor Martins this lap.
Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race.
As we get the fastest lap of 1:43.147, which is pretty quick for F2 cars. As we are closing in on Martins here and pulling away from Vesti behind us. We will take that DRS and stick in this DRS train up here.
Watch out for understeering in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Since everyone else in this little train here, in the top 5, have DRS as well. But I was going to say we won't be able to make a move, but we get the switch back on Victor Martins, and we will make the move up into P4 as we pass my favourite F2 driver.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Now we are behind the man to get points in his first time in a race in a Ferrari. Oliver Behrman, he is our next target for this race, as we are looking to win the race to be able to win the F2 Drivers' Championship. We don't have a chance in the Constructors. The best chance we have in Constructors is if we win the race and Kush gets in the top 10. As Oliver Behrman goes defensive, we will make a move round the outside as we almost lock up into the back of Iwasa here, and we will go around the outside and we will make the move stick on Oliver Behrman up into the podium positions of P3, as we are going to be pushing to pit this lap as well. While we are pitting this lap, I will try and make some more moves on these drivers up ahead, as we have a Wasser just ahead of us now, as we are very close. We won't be able to make the move there. We are with our main driver standings rivals now. Deruvela was P1 the last time I checked, and Behrman was P2. Awasa was just behind me, I believe, as we'll try and make an outside move on a Wasser here. We could have gone for the switch back here, but we won't be able to make it stick, as we have a target of getting past the Wasser. As I will sit behind him for this section here. I'm going to come back to you guys once we make the move on the Wasser. Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally slipped up a second. As P1, the Rouvler locks up. And Wasser is going to pit now, and we are too. But we have got a free position into P2 because the Rouvler locked up going into the third to last corner. And that noise, guys, was me dropping my mic on the floor. So I'm sorry about the little bang. As we'll try and get a good pit stop to be able to come out ahead of our Wasser here. If we get a good stop here, we will be able to come out in P1. But we get blocked. We get blocked. We will be getting blocked in the pits as we get out. As we beat Wasser out of the pits, we get overtook by some other cars now that have pitted, but there's more cars ahead of us that haven't pitted. So hopefully we can use these drivers as Correa is out of the session, as Correa has crashed somewhere, as we are now stuck behind Jack Crawford. But we do have one of our main rivals behind us in Ayumi Wasser, as Correa is over there crashed out or has had a mechanical failure, which I believe it will be. So let's check in the race director. At the moment we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, provisional 7th. Our Wasser has had a mechanical failure, so he is out of the race now, as we have 5 laps remaining, as we need to make a move past these slower cars, as we try and look for the move on the inside here, as we won't be able to make that stick. Jack Crawford will get a better exit through that section there, as the cars ahead of us now, and that bigger train further down in the bottom left, as you can see on the map, will be the cars that are pitting this lap. So we need to try and make some good moves here and have some good pace to be able to try and still win this race and make it count, as we will go for a switch back here, but we won't be able to make that switch as our teammate does pit this race, this lap, as we've had a decent little outlet now. We can hopefully make sure that we can get past this guy, as Jack Crawford does do something there for us, as he locks up, as we go for the move on him now on the inside. We will make that move stick. Up next is our another back marker, I'd say, another slower car, Zane Maloney. So how many cars have we got past here? As we'll try and go for moves past them all. We go off track slightly, as I will make a move on Deruvula, the main guy who was P4 the last time I checked, as we were alongside the Cordeal there, and we are now back up into P9. Let's check the championship standings. We still need to win this race, so we really need to try and use.
Okay, mate, we're not using as much fuel as we need to, so let's burn through some more now so that we're not too heavy at the end of the race.
So yeah, let's try and use the DRS to get past these drivers. So we have a target to achieve a fuel load of below 9.2 kg. So I'll come back to you guys once we hit that target.
EP7, 7th place. Martins is ahead of you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Maloney's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Our gap to first place, 3.2 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 4 laps remaining. Okay, as things stand, we'll be third in the championship. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Okay, mate, that still wasn't quite what we needed, I'm afraid, but look, let's move on. Keep your head down and chin up and focus till the end of the race.
Okay, we had failed the fuel target load, the fuel target there, because the main reason we failed that was because Oliver Behrman locked up going into the final corner. So that messed our little chance up there, as we had to lift, which meant we saved fuel instead of burning it. So now we have even harder chance of trying to win the championship. But if we can make some more moves, we might have a chance if we can finish in the top 3 and beat Behrman. We can still get P1 here, guys. We can still win the championship. We need to make the moves stick as soon as bloody well possible. So we really need to start looking for these moves. But if we get stuff like what Pourchaire's doing here and blocking us, as we need to get past Pourchaire now. And when I say now, I mean now. But we won't be able to do it here, as we have that happening, where drivers decide they just want to just brake super early, as we did have a driver lock up further up in that flashback before. We have used all our flashbacks for this race today, guys. I will make a move on Pourchaire and maybe Helga as well. We will make the move on Helga too. Leave him space as much as possible, as we did bang tyres. And we will get up into P4. This will help us in the championship, as we need to try and get back into the DRS of Behrman, Vesti and whoever that is in P1 at the moment. It is Jack Doohan in P1. He is a guy we don't need to beat, as he's about P10 in the championship. Vesti and Behrman are the ones we need to beat. We need to get past Behrman and finish P1 while he is stuck in P4 to win the championship, as he is the championship leader, 11 points ahead of me. I'm pretty sure if I win this race and he's P4, that is 11 points more than what he needs. I am about 12 points away from him then, and I beat him by 1 point, I believe. So we have to win this race, and I'm not even kidding, we have to win the race. As he goes off the track there, as he goes over the both white lines, he should have track limits there, and should be on a penalty too. As we try and get a good entrance into this corner here, as we are, and we're going to sit in his slipstream, as he doesn't sit in the slipstream of Vesti. I will maybe go for a move up to the corner, up to the final corner, as we need to get past Behrman as soon as possible. We will move to the inside and we will go for the dive. We make the move, stick on Behrman. Doohan gets passed by Vesti for P1, as we are now up into the podium positions.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Now we need to try and get past Doohan to be able to have DRS on Vesti and make a move for that P1 position, as we are on the outside of Doohan. We will have to leave him a slight bit of space, as we do, and we make that move up into P2. And Behrman, our championship rival, is back down in P4. That is where he needs to stay for us to win the championship, I believe. We now need to make our move on the Frederick Vesti for P1. And I'd say the best place for us to do it is on that final straight where that DRS is. So we'll sit behind him, conserve ourselves, ready for that final straight where we can go for a move as he goes off track again there.
Okay, you're sat in P2. Vesti ahead. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Doohan is behind you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Final lap. Push, push.
Okay, we are on the final straight, as we do have the DRS, as we will go on the inside of Vesti, as we will make the position up into P1. Can we keep this P1 position and keep Behrman 4 places below us? Can we? Are we going to win the championship here? As we will win and cross the line to win the Great British Grand Prix.
Nice one. Very lovely drive. On to the next one.
Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserve that race win. Well done, mate.
And so the celebrations begin, and well earned they are indeed. It might have looked simple at times, but as any racing driver will tell you, competing at this level, at the very top, is anything but simple. There's no catching them now. We have a new Formula 2 World Drivers' Champion. Brilliant stuff from Campos today. What a superb victory.
And they've won the team's championship. Utterly brilliant. Such a small group of people that can work on these Formula 2 cars, and the driver is the hero of the day for that team.
Well, what a year it has been. What a story we have seen. I've been Alex Jakes on the microphone. Thanks to the whole team here. We'll see you next year when Formula 2 returns.
So yeah, there you go, guys. That is the end of our F2 season in 2024, 2023, whichever one it is. So, as we do win the sprint race and the feature race, we will end this weekend with 37 points. This was the final race of the season. So in the standings, we come second in the driver standings by only 3 points to Oliver Behrman in the Prema team. But we do get third in the constructors. So we were very, very, very close to winning the Drivers' Championship there. But it has been a very, very good and incredible F2 season, guys. and we are now going to see if we have made it into F1. So let's go forward slightly and see if we have made it into F1. And if we have made it into F1, the next video tomorrow, guys, will be the one where we choose what we do next. This looks like we have made it into F1, so I'm going to go for 24 races.
We'll be working closely together to get you the best deal possible. So, decision time. Who will you drive for this season? Tough choice, I know. On this screen, you can view all the available teams and view some opposite recognition.
As you can see here, guys, we have made it into F1. And I think I'm going to go and pick the Haas team, as we are part of the Mercedes Academy. I will go and pick Williams.
Okay, who would you like your teammate to be?
As our teammate, we are going to pick Alexander Albon, and I'm going to confirm these settings because it's going to obviously be the same settings as before.
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it took so long. You know what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir. Anyway, believe it or not, this is my excited face. Come on, come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff. Merchandising, likeness, blah, blah, blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Okay, so for our rating in season 1 in our F1 career, we are going to go for let's go for the recommended of 79 rating. Let's sign the contract. Okay, if you guys have enjoyed today's video, please like and comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, it's totally free. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.